So, how do you cure severe metabolic syndrome? Now, for a lot of people, they will think that if you have metabolic syndrome, it's something that you'll be able to feel or something you will know. It'll show up as a sign that you will recognize that something is not right. So, metabolic syndrome is what happens when your metabolism starts failing silently. So, it's not one disease, it's a measure of 4 or 5 or 6 or more risk factors: high blood sugar, blood pressure, a little bit of belly fat, low HDL, high triglycerides. So, if you have 3 or more of these symptoms, you meet the clinical definition of metabolic syndrome. So think of it like this: metabolic syndrome is insulin resistance showing up in multiple lab markers all at once. So it's an upstream problem creating many downstream warning signs. So instead of thinking of it as 5 different issues, think of it as one metabolic fire setting off 5 or 6 or more different fire alarms. So why is it called the silent condition? Well, that's because many people don't know they have it. You can have borderline numbers for years. And so when you visit your doctor, he may point out one marker here or there. Your blood pressure is a little high. Your triglycerides, you picked up a few pounds. So all of these are potential problems, but nobody's connecting the dots. So think of it like this: if you're in your car and your engine light comes on, you know there's a problem. Well, your body doesn't have an engine light. So you can have all of these small issues for multiple years and not really know that there's one big issue going on. Not really know that you're on your way to one big problem. All you know is, I'm just not sleeping well like I used to. For me, it was 3 or 4 hours of sleep. That was normal. And so these things become normal to you, but you never really connect the dots that there's something bigger going on. But these issues all together point out something that's happening that you need to be aware of, because you are well on your way to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, fatty liver disease. This is what your body telling you, but the dots are never connected. We're never able to see the warning signs. The way I explain it in one of my videos, I talk about somebody being in a foreign country, and they can't speak the language, nor can they read the language, and they're on a trip, and so they're seeing the signs, and what the signs are telling them is they're going in the wrong direction, but they can't read the signs. And so all of these signs are going on in our body. We may see them in our markers, and they may be something that's not abnormal or stands out. They're just tiny issues. But what they're telling us is we're going in the wrong direction. We are well on our way to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver disease. But we're not able to read the signs. We're not able to put the dots together until the day that I show up to my doctor and he tells me I am a type 2 diabetic. But now if I backtrack and look through my medical records, I can see all the signs now. But in that moment, we don't see them until we get a diagnosis. And so at the root of the problem is chronic elevated insulin. And with insulin being chronically elevated, it's worsening insulin resistance. The cells slowly over time has begun to resist insulin's signaling, causing the pancreas to pump more insulin in the bloodstream, trying to get these cells to respond, and they're not responding. And so what happens is that insulin is in your bloodstream, and now you have an elevated blood glucose level. It's a traffic jam in your bloodstream. It's going to cause a problem unless it is addressed. But it's not a diagnosis to fear. It's a diagnosis to be aware. Because if you're aware, if you catch the early warning signs, you can know that sign is telling me I need to turn around and go back. I'm going in the wrong direction. And so with that knowledge, you know now to act. Well, how do you act? You act by pinpointing what is causing elevated blood glucose, refined carbs, added sugar, processed foods. It's food consumption. Now, I want you to think of this. This is one of the things that I try to explain. And that is that with all these conditions, all of these issues that we have metabolically, you have every pill and potion in the book to fix it. Well, how did the condition happen? Food consumption. You will never be able to fix a food consumption problem with a pill or a potion or a trick. It'll never work. So food consumption got you going in the wrong direction. Food consumption gets you going back in the right direction. Cut out the refined carbs and sugars and processed foods. And so when your doctor tell you that these numbers are a little high, you know what's going on now. And you know how to fix it. Take a look at your diet. What are you consuming? That's the problem. Fix that, and you will fix metabolic syndrome. You fix it with food consumption. Now, that's what the MAP30 program is built around, is understanding this stuff. So if you want to take a look at that, you can find the link in the description. Other than that, I hope you like the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will be putting out this type of content just to help you be healthier. So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.